Good evening, my friends. It's today's Wednesday. I decided making that video today. Yesterday I have one video, part 3, darkness, and today I want continue doing. After yesterday I break down a little bit because it's so hard have that memory inside of you. I know my boy, he's don't have that memories a lot, but a lot of work we have to do for this with the doctors and professionals and myself and my family. But myself, nobody protect me. I don't have nobody in America, and I can sharing in that moment with nobody. And yesterday after I'm done my video, I'm just crushed down. It's very hard for me. And when I'm driving, I can driving even I'm listening music and thinking about that period, almost 5 years, how I'm driving and how I'm praying all the time, and with tears and screams and listen music, and God start answer me. He start looking at me very closely and start giving to me answers little by little. And a lot happens what I don't tell you the time, and when I go to the darkness, a lot of different stuff happens. I go through IRS court. I already told you I put an IRS because he's one, his mother make me to pay him what he's owed to IRS before he's married. And I win the case. After 2 years, IRS give it to me because I low income. They give it to me advocate lawyer in Detroit, and he's fight for me. I only talked to him twice on the phone. He said, "Don't worry about. I know what's going on with you. I read all your profile." And my mother-in-law, she's not win that case. And why? Because she's put my name and my social security on her house address, and I'm already in that apartments. I'm already living in apartments over a year. That means tricky. They play games. They cheating on government all the time. She's have a lot of credit card, I already told you. And I'm working with a criminal case with my boy father abused him. And she's realized that is truth. She don't believe anymore in her son. And she's have heart attack and die. Pass away. Very fast. She's even don't know that her son win that case because she don't protect that little baby woman. How? Christian woman, grandma, that baby can't do this. She's have consequences. And father he's still living with his cancer. He's go through chemotherapy and done, and cancer still with him. He started slow dying. And when his mother passed away, my ex-husband, he's moving, take care of his father. And that time start everything. That pastor who is coming to court and don't protect child too, he's have very bad consequences too. His wife, she's cheating on him. She's a teacher in high school with principal, and everything shut up. And his older boys, they sold marijuana in the school. They locked up too. And he's very embarrassing what happens in his family. He's go to Mississippi River when we have a flooding. Remember, I don't remember what is year. It's like this probably 14 or 13 years ago. like that, and we have a floating right there, and he's going to a mission right there from church, because he can handle embarrassing in that city in South Heaven. He's fell because he's thinking about his money, how people know about money, because it's my mother-in-law accounting, and she's know how much he's making. She's taking my money too, through same church what is given to me for my treatment, chemotherapy. God always have consequences. He is have a line. If you cross that line and you don't realize that, you done basically. Because God's Spirit be not with you. You go through consequences start. I have in my life mistakes too. I know what is these consequences. Sometimes it's our hot head don't have cold gold mind, and we're making mistakes. But we have to right away come back to Jesus and for asking for forgiveness and move on right away. We don't have time to wait. That's the beauty things in your life. Value of God. Working like He's building us like His children. We have to show Him how we fight with Lucifer, with that how He's disappointed us, how we can fight with Him through Jesus' blood. And I did that too at that time. When I start reading that every day, Isaiah, prophecy Isaiah chapter 41, all chapter, and I pray, and I meditation, like my father, night time, when it's peace and quiet, I lay down on the ground, my floor, and talk to God. With all my humble in my heart, and I start to realize how that works. God painting life with all different colors, not just black and white. People, God don't have colors on the skins of His children. He's have a heart and mind, and He's take care of us. He's given me freedom from my liver disease. I'm start feel good. After 2 years, my doctor told me, Tatiana, I have very good victory for you. I never see you again. Your liver is clean. With 0% anything. I check my liver every years. God give me victory after victory. But my heart is broke, total, betrayed by human being, not human. How I have to live it like this? I don't know. In the time we have a therapy in that healing center in Stadium Drive, and I talked after therapy, and she said he's very close, Tatiana. He's very close. He's can open up tonight to you. If he's open up, I think he's told her something and she's noticed it, reality, and she's told me about this too. How I have to acting with him tonight, and he see everything, evidence, and protect him. I called the sheriff. He's come over in my house. I go to police station and take him with me, and that officer right there, he see that officer. He is realize he's protected. That little boy, almost 4 years old. He's realized that. to his mother protect him and that people who is close to him. If not one, if 2 or 3, you already start believe it, right? It's so easy how faith work. When you one-on-one, it's hard believe. You start suspicious something or doubt or whatever. It's hard. And as children, they have a so pure heart at that age. They tell the truth always. I know that 100% because I'm his mother. I teach him how living in that world, like my father and mother teach me, with all my faith of God at that time. Because I see God answers all the time with me. He's protect me all the time. And we have very good evening. I'm making dinner and we go to playground, and he's taking bathtub. And he's taking bathtub, I play with him and making big bubbles. He's like bubbles a lot, always making him beard and mustache and different kind of, and that little puppy right there, always around. But that time I'm already put him away from him, and we just play by ourselves. And I'm trying to find a solution to make him happy. And I'm sitting there toilet and he's playing the bathtub, and we start talking some about Jesus and about forgiveness, about everything. Like I start already take him in Sunday classes in Kalamazoo First Church in Oakland Drive, right in the corner I-94, and he's going to the right there with kids classes and start learning his Jesus story. And he started to understand more stuff like forgiveness and be kindness, because I don't want us he's created anger inside. That is our target with the therapist, to give to him space for kindness, truth, loving. And I decided best way to his, I don't have a good English, best way, I have a downstairs lady who is like my spiritual mom. I'm already told about her, how she's given to me, her mom 105 years died in my hand. I told you already story, and they living under my apartment when I move in different Woodstone apartment, and they know already my story. They already start praying for me. And she's always say, Tatiana, don't afraid, you will have victory. I know that 100%. She's every day give to me messages like a mom. She don't have a kids, and that messages up me and above. Plus I'm prayer. Plus I forgive my first husband in that moment, because we start working on forgiveness stuff. I start to understand I have to let this go, so I can be so clean myself like a Christian woman to my son, to faith of God, to have that victory, because I already have a lot of victories. And we play with him, and that he's sitting bathtub, and he's tell mom, I need to tell you something about. Say okay, and he start tell me everything. It's a very scary story. I even don't know can I tell you guys, because it's very violent. Something I can tell you. He is teaching him a military stuff. I tell you, he's already thrown no knife on him, and he show him porno video and tell everybody doing this. He's brushed his brain, and he's have it's like a kitchen and living room, and have a big table. We buy together the table, like small, like dining rooms right there. And he's put the table right there, and he's have ceiling fan, and he's tell him crawling on the table, hold up that fan, and he's turned on, and he's have to hold it. If he's fell down, and his back start hurts, he's have bruises, and nobody don't believe me. That moment when I told everybody something wrong, because of my son, he's locked inside of him. And the time coming when we so hard work with the healing center, they open up him after, I think it's close to 3 months. And I work with the Child Protect Service and with detective and with everybody else. And I listen him, and he say, he's peeing my mouth, and it so stinks, Mom. He hurts him all the time. Call him, you my bitch, and throw him on the floor in the basement. And more and more and more. I can't tell you this, everything, but it's very hard. When he's told me everything, I can't sleep. I put him to sleep, and I'm all night pray by morning. I have a very close to me Russian friends. I call her and say, I need you. Can you come in this early morning and we go to Child Protect Service again? I need you to be with me because I don't want anything happens to me. So I can last it, like health stuff, you know, and pass out or something. I want she's driving with me. And I'm pray all night, and I go to the Child Protect Service and report it again, everything what he's told me. And they call the detective lady from Poland in Portage, and they call Healing Center Advocate office and tell them, and they order the interview with my son and that Healing Center, all of that people, and they order a physical exam doctor who is testified in the court to she can check him if he is healthy and if needs some more help or whatever. And we start doing that stuff together. At that moment I talked again with that priest and Catholic Church, Father Bob, and he said, Tatiana, you have to go talk to the FBI agents, and he's made me appointment, you need to help. And he don't understand because he's not a lawyer, but I'm already have already lawyer from Child Protect Service from government, but that lawyer can't, when we go through this all systems, it's very hard to get the point. I go to Child Protect Service with supervision with him, court order once, it's like 2 months, every 1 time a week, he has time with his son through Child Protect Service, social worker some, and I have changed 5 times social workers, and what I see in my eye when I drop him off, that is a babysitter who works right there too. She's told me, Kalamazoo Child Protect Service very bad, Tatiana. You have to be careful with everything. She's alert me. When I start notice how they acting with children, it's just very shame. I'm from Russia. We don't have people work like this with children and the system of court. They're very strong people and very smart. They can't. Children go through abuse. They're so traumatized. They smoke in front of them, they throw them in cars and talking and laughing, and children in the back in the door, and the cars, and the hot weather, whatever is. They not with them like 15-20 minutes and stayed in the parking lots and talking and running and smoking and not dressed up like supposed to for children. I told that healing center about this. I told I'm disappointed. And they know this in the court too. And last social worker I have with my case, she's just graduated from college. No experience. She's just married, have a little baby boy. One day we have a court. After that everything, we have investigation. And they in the healing center making video CD with my boy interview, and he's still enough for everything, but don't have physical evidence, anything, just only what his boy say, and he's just 4 years old. He can't testify on the court. And Family Children's Service, almost 2 years they pay for social workers visit, healing center, and my lawyer for my boy. That's a lot of money. They broke financially. They can't afford. That girl who is social worker, she's looking in my eye when we have a court day. After that everything, she said, Tatiana, I'm so sorry. We have to dismiss your case because, and my daughter already, she is translated already in the court with me. My lawyer make judge to give it to me the translation from my daughter, because she's already, I don't remember, 25 or 27 years old enough to she can be translate me. I'm better understand her. She's better understand situation and everything. And I understand too if I need it. My English is grow all the time, and sorry, and she's and my lawyer, that lawyer lady come in and she said, Tatiana, I'm sorry, we have to dismiss case, but judge be making for you right things to do, because before that I talked to that FBI agents and Dioxy in Kalamazoo, Catholic Dioxy office. 2 hours he spent time with me. Very nice guy. He have beautiful family, very Christian, believer. He is telling me everything what I have to do, words by words. He said, don't be afraid. You on the right direction. God be protect you, and I'm in my wife, in my family, we be pray for you every day when we go to sleep. And when I go to church, Kalamazoo first, and my boy right there too, I'm listening messages, so beautiful messages, a new pastor told, beautiful messages I ever heard in America. Beautiful singer. I'm pray and cry right there to God. And when it's when it's open service, they meet each other, Christian people who is close to you, and I'm working and meet people in the church. And one lady asking me, what is your name? And I say, Tatiana. I say, oh, what is a beautiful name? Do you have a son? I say, yes. And his name Michael? I say, yes. I say, Tatiana, we pray for you every Wednesday in my house. 30 people from the church, to my neighbors. My mother spiritual mother, Sandy. When I heard that, I just get nothing to say her. I have tears, and she's hugged me, and she say, we continue pray for you, and we believe you have victory one day. And I have a lot of motivation in my heart. People start protect me. I start hear beautiful messages from people, Christian people. They start support me. I start have God families around me. And his advocate office protect me too. And detective and doctor. We have a lot of people by our side. But government don't have no money for support me. And we have court, I'm testified, everybody testified, and judge get out to make a decision with the lawyer and child protect service, and when he's making his decision, he's get out and he's told, he's invited me, and he's looking in my eye, and he's told me, Tatiana, I know how you feel. My hand's so tight. I don't have no one physical evidence. And he can testify in the court. You know that. I say, I know. You need find very smart professional lawyer, and I'm turn that profile to Family Children Service in Kalamazoo. I have to dismiss today that case, but don't give up. He's not allowed to see your child. You're on right direction. We can be done, right? And when we get out, I'm as total broke down, but that moment, we get out in the parking lot and go sit in my daughter driving in her car. My face is so pale. My daughter say, Mom, please. She's holding my hand, and she say, please, Mom. And he's get out from court with his lawyer, and he's stand in the parking lot in front of us, our car, and start dancing and laughing at me and dancing, and you are losers. I don't want case. I don't afraid you. He's called me bad names. And me and my daughter can say nothing, no one words. But that Child Protect Service next day called me, and Rina Batani, beautiful lady I ever meet in my life. She's make me appointment to see her. Before she can make appointment, see what she's decided to doing with my boy. And I start looking for lawyer, and I have a conversation with her. She's very, very smart lady I ever see. She's a doctor, psychological doctor, very strong, very right mind, very disciplined lady. This is what we needed. This is people we needed in our societies. More and more educated people. God gave to me right woman and right lawyer. That is my powerful angels fight for my boy. That moment, remember I told you, I'm not finished actually that story, when is my son crying and I can hear him. I have again that moment when I'm sleeping and he start yelling to me and I don't hear you. He's not crying anymore, but he's traumatized, right? I have to pay attention for him. His mom, you don't hurt me again. I decided to go to doctor and asking professional nose, ear and throat doctor. And they refer me some local hospital on close to Crosstown office, and that doctor right there, I make an appointment with him, and I have appointment with Rina Batani, and I have appointment with lawyer. My neighbor's friends, she's just go to through file. Her husband, he is powerful person in Kalamazoo. He's had that lawyer, and she say she is professional, Tatiana. I'm asking him her phone number, and she's bring me that phone number, and I make an appointment, and I need. She say I take in your case. I need $2,500 for deposit to take in your case and start investigate everything and working on it. I need that money, and I don't have it. I call my son-in-law because his father is millionaire. He's have collection from Porsche, like over 10 car Porsche sport cars. It's very expensive cars. He's have everything. And I ask him, please ask him $2,500 so I can put deposit, and I'm slow give it to him when I'm working like every month for like $100 loan. I don't want for free. So I don't have, because I don't have no credit story. I'm just start. I still on that 3 years bad mark on my reputation credit story, and he said, okay, mom, and he's called him, and his father say, no, I don't give no one penny. I don't believe her. My son-in-law, he's even cry from that words. He can't believe his father can tell like that. But he's have consequences for this. He's promised his wife when he retire, he's take her on vacation in Israel. He's buy that vacation. $34,000, not refundable. And when it's time come in, right day before he's hospitalized. I'm not judge him. I tell you true story. How God can do this, because that is truth. Child, little child, we have to protect our children. It's God children. Shame who's don't protect children. I'm start involve my boy with everywhere. We start go to taekwondo and YMCA and swimming and diving. He's already very good swim, and he's have to go to preschool. And we have to go to preschool in Kalamazoo province. I'm so excited. And Family Children's Service, they give it to him backpack and for preschool and everything, and it's so beautiful how they working with children. I have that experience, how they professional, and that healing center. This is what we needed all the time in our country. And I take him in Washington Academy. It's old building. Right now that building rebuilt it. But that time, when I take him first time and meet the teachers and conference, I found him and we're working with him. He's so chubby. I hold at his hand and he's looking on the window, and the window is have a very old building, Washington Academy. They have it inside a window like it's built protection with wire of metal wires, and have it's like some of like newspaper and like cartoons and like it looks and it feels because it's sun that side and it's hot in the room because they don't have air conditioning right there. It's old building. Winter is okay, and summertime is still hard when kids go to start school on 1st September. And we meet the teacher and I'm so excited and he's telling me, Mom, that school looks like a jail. My father showed me that, like kind of look how jail looks. That school looks like a jail. And I told the teacher, they laugh and they really, and I tell about he's got an abuse case with Family Children's Service. They pay attention for him more. They give it to him a lot of love in that school and the preschool. And he's have bus every day. I think he's have 4 days a week from 9 to 12, I think, or for 8:30 to 12. And they drop off them home. It's still a school, preschool. It's beautiful program on KPC. Thank you so much for this. And one day, at that time, I will bring you, I have that babysitter who is from social worker from Child Protect Service. She's have to go to, she's already get the job. And he is so devastated. Mom, I will marry her. I love her. She is a so nice, beautiful lady. And they start program, and I hire different babysitter. She's have master degree. And that girl never forgot about me. I never be forgot that girl. She's world to me. How she's worked with my boy. And I won't tell that story later, next time. Stay tuned. I hope you love my story. I'm sharing because I love God. God put me through right way, always right direction, and study me and make me strong in this pure faith of God. I have experience very good about this. And stay tuned, subscribe me and tell your neighbors, your friends to listen me, because that story can help someone doing right things and save and protect the children. Really. I did that, and I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm speak up. Stay tuned. Talk to you soon.